Welcome. Welcome to Sue's University of Life. I'm Sue Gaskell Barlow, and it's a pleasure to have you with me for just a few minutes on the rocking chair experience. It's a fabulous place to just sit and reflect on the day and how it's been for you. My name's Sue, and this is the University of Life, which is our University of Life. So you're automatically included. What's the meaning of your life? Not what's the meaning of life, because that's something that's a big question. So far easier question if you ask yourself, what's the meaning of my life? What do I want to do with my life? Today, how can I put some meaning into the day so that I feel fulfilled? And I can only speak from experience, as we all can. We've got our own perspective, which is called our truth, and then we've got the truth. And the truth is from a place of pure love, our very being, our essence. We are pure loving energy vibration. And so it's with absolute joy and pleasure that I welcome you here for a little chat about what is the meaning of your life. What is it that really makes you buzz? What's your passion? When you are feeling creative, when you're feeling that everything's worthwhile, when you know that you do what you do without ever even thinking of being paid for it, that's when you know that you're living the meaning of your life. Doesn't have to be big. It just has to have some oomph in it. And so how do we find what's the meaning of my life? For me, it's having hope. It's having hope that no matter what is happening, and of course, life is painful, situations can be extremely painful, and we can suffer a great deal. Now, making sure that we have a purpose, that we put meaning into our life, into our day, man-made time, then we can create a purpose. And although we don't know the bigger picture, and it's just a silly question to even ask yourself, what is the meaning of life? Because we will not ever be able to put that into words or be able to explain that. We can try, of course, in our opinions, our chattering, our fluffiness, and just opinion after opinion. At least people feel that they're making a difference by giving their opinion. And I don't live my life in opinions. I live my life from a place of love, from a place where there is meaning to everything I do. And sometimes when things aren't going so well, whether that's physically, emotionally, psychologically, financially, all of these, then you can say to yourself, what's the point? And that's when you have to watch yourself say that and then say, okay, this too will pass. This is just a moment where I've momentarily lost my way. I've lost direction and possibly have allowed fear to be the ruler in your emotional wardrobe, instead of staying from a place of love and hopefulness. Hope is the most amazing thing we can have. And we can hope for something to change. We can hope by continuing to be loving that we can actually see something and create something and situations that may inspire and encourage other people to realise that, quite fortunate. I've got my health, I've got my strength, I've got a roof over my head. You can start looking at what you have got instead of wanting what you haven't. because we create our own suffering and misery by not accepting what is. And if you have a dream and you want to succeed, then keep hope alive. And then remember that you and your thoughts create the reality of how you're going to live your life. And as I say so often in the videos, I put on here all for you to just listen to, maybe learn from. And as I say, on a regular basis, you matter. And often we've got these feelings and thoughts in our story, in our mind, that we think is us, and it isn't. We've been given that information in our upbringing. So we need to bring that up to date and say to ourselves, okay, who's my best friend in the world? Who is going to be with me the whole time? And I'm talking about a physical being. I'm not talking about spirit. We know that we're all connected by God. We never die. This is just a passing through. Who is your best friend physically? And I suggest you look in the mirror. And then look at how you talk to yourself. Look at your internal chatterbox. And I'm encouraged by the thousands of people over the years that say, Sue, you do make me stop and think. You have made a difference in my life because you've given me tools to work with being me and then to improve my relationships. You've also helped me to understand that the blame-shame game is not the answer. Not blaming ourselves, not blaming other people, not blaming the weather. What has the weather ever done to you at all? It just is. And so it is with everything. And so learn to find who you are, find the loving essence of who you are, find the meaning of your life. And like I say, that's when you know that you're on the right track, because you know it feels right in your heart, feels right in your gut, and it feels right because you know that your intention is genuine. There's no good trying to look after anybody else and fix them or give advice. The first person you have to fix is you. And if you're one of the people who say, oh, well, you just don't understand, or he said this and she doesn't understand me, the only person you need to understand is you. And check out the chatterbox. Check if you're talking to yourself from a place of love. And if you're not, why not? Because the child inside of you and the adult you are and the parental programming, the shoulds and shouldn'ts that we've been given, they all need to come in line. And as I say often, if you should have, you would have, you could have. And we need to tidy up this fear-based language and create a language of love. And some of the old words that we were taught and we have taught need updating. We need to live in this century. It's the most exciting time because it's the only time we have now. The second, living in the moment in awareness, that's when the true meaning of who you are and what it is that you want to convey on this earth plane as you, that's when everything will become real. And it doesn't matter how hard life can be, it's not there to punish you. That's an old analogy. Life is here for us to learn from. So is history. And we haven't done a very good job of that, have we? So we need to learn our life lessons. Not, oh, why's this happened to me? Okay, what can I do with this to turn it around, learn from it, and improve and make the meaning of my life wholesome and worthwhile? Because I want to make a difference when I leave this earthly plane. I want to have learned my lessons. I want to have evolved my spirit. Those are the sort of things that we need to focus on. Not how many cars we can have, who's got the best mobile. Those are just things. They'll give you happiness momentarily. The happiness you seek is within. That which you are seeking, you already have. You are the seeker. So let's have some meaning in your life, in your day. Put something together. And if you don't know how, then just think, reflect. Spend some quiet time with you. No distraction. Learn to meditate in nature, at home. You don't have to go to somebody to learn to meditate. That's the whole point. You give your power away to all the powers that be. You follow people. Here on social media, we have to say like and follow, subscribe, ding the bell. After that, walk with me. Walk alongside of me. And let me help in some ways to give you some of the wisdom of my years and some tools that you need if you're struggling in any area of your life. Any area of your life, because it all begins with you and putting the meaning into your life and keeping hope alive. So for now, this is Sue Gaskell-Barlow on Sue's University of Life, saying I hope you'll subscribe and look at some of the many videos on all sorts of topics. Leave a comment and I'll always get back to you. And I'm on Facebook as well and all sorts of social media. So if you want me, you can find me. Sue Gaskell-Barlow on Sue's University of Life, and my website is also suesuniversityoflife.com. Bye for now.